just want to feel like that every day. Piping hot, popping like popcorn. It's all mine. Can you hear the bells ding dong? Up every last one. This is it, this is it. Oh, let's not pretend I don't hear me. Try to move on without looking back. 'Cause I realize it. Perfection can't please me. I didn't know that I could see the sky with my eyes closed, and a moon to talk to the world will spread everywhere if I wanted to. Tell me more, how many miles is life in the rainy streets and having no umbrella? A time to be joyful. I just want to feel like that every day. Piping hot, popping like popcorn. It's all mine. Watch my soul bang bang. Pick up every last one. This is it, this is it. Oh, let's not pretend I don't hear me. Try to move on without looking back. 'Cause I realize it. Perfection can't please me. How many miles is life? Grab lots of snacks and wear new shoes. How far can I go? I just want to feel like that every day. Piping hot, popping like popcorn. It's all mine. Watch my soul bang bang. Pick up every last one. This is it, this is it. Oh yeah. Let's not pretend I don't hear me. Try to move on without looking back. Piping hot, it's let's try on those days. I guess it's not all fun and games. This journey is my own. I'm sorry if I bothered you. 'Cause I realize it. Perfection can't please me. Piping hot, popping like popcorn. It's all mine. Can you hear the bells ding dong? This is it, this is it. If I could just see your heart, how small the world. It's not that I don't want to know. Walking and stopping held for me and I guess so. What can I say? How many miles is life? Grab lots of snacks and wear new shoes. How far can I go?
I should really adjust the countdown to end when the song ends. Let's see, everyone. We're playing some Ocarina of Time. We're not playing on my original file from... I was gonna say the 90s, but it's probably not the 90s. I played Ocarina of Time a lot, so... Alright, but we're hanging out in Kokiri Forest for no good reason. Because I need to go to Dodongo... Do I need to go to Dodongo's Cavern? Yeah, Dodongo's Cavern is next. I just wanted to make sure that I had Saria's song first. You want to talk to Saria? Yeah, why not? Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me? The forest is connected to many places. If you can hear my song, you must be somewhere that is connected to the forest. No, I don't want to talk to her. I don't need to know about the forest. I lived there. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see Hyrule Field until I was a man. By then, zombies were there. Alright, I think this is supposed to be the fastest way of getting across Hyrule Field. Rest in peace, textures. It would be interesting to get a CRT filter for this stream. Because I know for sure it looked better when I was playing it as a kid, but that... I know how much of that is CRT and how much of that is nostalgia. Oh, actually, we also need to go to, the Shield store to get the metal one. Plus, I think the guy wanted a mask for his kids, so... But that's entirely dependent on if we can afford the shield. Hello. This beard is my pride and joy. Doesn't it look luxuriant, kid? Is this... Are you using a beard because of this man? I heard a rumor that there is a monster that eats Hylian shields somewhere out there in the world. Welcome! That's 80 rupees. Hey. What I can hot seller is the Hylian shield. Might be too big for you, kid. Nah. Alright. I guess we're getting the mask then. Went to the mall yesterday? Ah, I hope you enjoyed it. I have to go to the mall tomorrow to pick up the new game that we're playing on Wednesday. Gonna go see Batman too. What'd you do at the mall? How would I like to be a happiness salesman? Well, it sounds like you're bringing me into a cult, so absolutely. I'm not allowed to be happy until I've sold all the masks. Oh man, I brushed my teeth and I just had a sip of coffee. And I feel like that was probably one of the worst decisions I could have made. A Dragon Ball Z cup for your birthday present? Early birthday present. That's fantastic. I hope you enjoy it. Mugs are like, well, mugs and cups, just in general, are great gifts. I've got a, you can't see the main, oh, you might be able to see the main feature of this one. It's blue, but it has like a pearlescent green when you hold it up to the light that I really, really like. I've also got, like, a Pokemon... Well, God, I have... like, a Pokemon mug that has, like, Mewtwo and Gengar and Rayquaza and Gloomy on it. And I also have one that's got an Eevee design on it, but Eevee's tail is the handle. I've also got a cappuccino-style cup for, it's a comic that I like, that gag manga called Kitsune and Tanuki. Got the Kame House store. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't think we have that in Canada. That's super rad. My cuckoos have run away. You sure about that? It seems like you have at least most of them. Where's the last one? Did I forget about the one at the very beginning of the village? Nope. There you are. Has anime collectibles, statues, and Funko? Okay. We mostly have, like, mom and pop owned shops like that. Like, two that I can think of are, like, Comics Hobby and, Imagine Plus. There's another one? Fine. Sure. Whatever. I'm already this deep. I'm gonna get all the cuckoos. She'll be cucked no longer. Or is she going to get cucked? I don't know the terminology, but she's gonna get a cuckoo. Hey, Navi. I know. Yeah, actually, so where I live, we have the biggest mall in North America. At least I'm pretty sure that's still accurate. Like, it's big enough where there's a food court on each end, there's a car dealership, I want to say like 2 huge department stores. We have a scale model of the Santa Maria ship. Like it's a huge galleon-style ship. Just hanging out in a pond. A movie theater. What else? Oh yeah, an entire amusement park. That Hasbro bought, so... We might be getting, like, Transformers-themed and Power Rangers-themed rides. I think you saw an SH Figure Arts Piccolo? Ooh! Those SH Figure Arts are, like, the highest quality figures, in my opinion. I've got, like, 1, 2... I got 3 of them. One for Kamen Rider Wizard, one for Forze, and one for Kamen Rider Meteor. Where the hell is the last cuckoo? Is it over here? No, I thought it was on the way to the graveyard. They have Zebroli in Legendary Super Saiyan 4 form. Ooh. What Dragon Ball figures do I have? I've got Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in a full-sized one, and then a tiny Super Saiyan Blue Goku that, like, when I say tiny, I mean, like, Vegeta's this big, and Goku's, like, that big. I got the Goku one for free when I got Dragon Ball Fighters. Could the chicken be in the tree? Nope. Where the hell is the last chicken? Naruto headbands in case of Lucy's summon keys? Oh yeah. One of the places I mentioned, Comics Hobby, actually sold Keyblade replicas way back when. No, how many cuckoos are there in there? There's 5. No, there's 6. How many? You have 7 cuckoos, right? And I just like... Okay, so this counts as 1. Let's see if it's over here. Oh, you know what? It might actually be up there. Did you guys see that Dingo's making a new Fool's Gold t-shirt? It's got the cast, but lining up for like their mugshots. It's a really fun concept. I really like it. Where the hell is this last cuckoo? There we go. Collectibles. There we go. There's a gold mine of figures, kits, and statues. Yo, that sounds great. I have to order a lot of my model kits from Amazon Japan, because no one likes to stock the Kamen Rider figurized standards. I'm hoping that maybe I can find the Magnamon Digimon one. But we'll see. I also don't want to spend more than 50 bucks on it, so... Okay. Thank you for finding my cuckoos. I have allergies, so I get goosebumps whenever I touch them. For helping me, I will give this to you. It's fine glass and should be useful. Please, take good care of it. I got a bottle! Alright, let's go to Death Mountain. God. I have to figure out how to safely move all of my figures and model kits when I leave for Victoria, because I don't want them getting broken. But I have a feeling that they're going to. Hey, that's for laughing at me. Ah, do you think you're in disguise, Mr. Hero? Oh, is that a cute something character mask? I heard he's quite popular recently. He's my boy's favorite. That cute something mask, if you don't mind. Will you sell it to me? Yeah. My boy will be very happy with this. You really are Mr. Hero. Wahaha. Yo, I earned a little profit. Alright, we'll go back there later. It's Death Mountain time. One quarter scale. NECA figures of 89 Batman, Danny DeVito Penguin, Pfeiffer Catwoman, and the Big Chap Alien. Part 4 Jason Michael. Yo. One of our local record stores, Sunrise Records, they were selling a full-scale replica of an alien egg with a face hugger jumping out of it. When I say full-scale replica, I mean like it would be up here, like I would have to go like that to show you how big it is. It was also $500, so I was not keen on buying that. I'm gonna save just in case something bad happens. I'm doing that thing where I don't block. It works on other games, but not as much Zelda. Hey, Goron. Inside the hot toys of Spider-Man, Infinity War, Captain Rogers, and Infinity War Thanos. Ooh. Ah, yes, the sunshine. Now we're going underground. Hey, I'm the Royal Messenger guy, of course. MC Spidey Unmasked? I always like when they make a good unmasked figure. A lot of them, like, they don't sculpt the face as well, and you never use them. But, like, when they sculpt the face as well, oh man. Get pumped, Darunia. I haven't even spoken to you yet, and you already like me. Oh! Oh! Come on! Come on, come on, come on! Hot. What a hot beat! Whoa! Yeah! Yahoo! Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. Suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Is there something you want to ask? I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? About the Spiritual Stone of Fire too? Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Goron's Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. I should probably do deeper voice for him. But hold on. I'm not going to give it to you that easy. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monsters inside the Dodongo's cavern? Prove you're a real man. That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I'll give you anything you want, even the spiritual stone. I have something for you too. Not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick up a bomb flower using it. Figure that made you mentally fanboy? Ooh, what figure? I got the bracelets. See? They put it on the character model. That's something I never appreciated as a kid that I do now. The fact that Link's character model changes with stuff that he gets. Like with the bracelet. Alright. I can get into that shop, but... Sent me a pic? Oh, the Darkwing Duck. Oh, Negaduck. Neat. It looks really, really nice. There's a Red Hood figure that I really, really want. We're selling it at my toy store, but it's like 40 bucks, and I don't want to spend 40 bucks on it. But it's Red Hood from Batman: The Adventures Continue. And it's just a real good figure. I can't afford anything at the Goron shop. I mean, I guess I could have bought some medicine, but like, who needs medicine when you have milk? All I have to do is play Epona's song right beside a cow and I can get free milk. It's great. Opposable, yeah. I've got a really, really nice opposable, well, not fully articulated, but decently articulated Scott Pilgrim. But like, not Michael Cera, the actual cartoon one. It's a bomb flower. Let's throw it down the thing. Okay, we'll rip the sign. I saw the sign, and I opened up my bombs, and I saw the sign. And I just got my bombs, and I blew up the sign. There we go. I had a dream last night that I was streaming from my dining room table, and my parents were there, and they were being really, really rude throughout the entire stream. Like, I think my mom was blow-drying her hair, and my dad was eating soup really loudly. And I got pissed off, so I'm like, okay, you know what? Stream's ended. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Bye. And I stopped the stream, but I forgot to press end stream. My camera was still up. And, you know, I wasn't gonna chew out my family or anything, but, like, I just went and, like, did stuff around my day. And the Carson Just Goes About His Day stream ended up getting, like, 800 viewers. It was an interesting dream. I got a map. Alright, well, I don't like the cut of your jib, Beamos. I always thought that the Beamos enemies were, like, super scary as a kid. Because they're, like, these robots, but they got, like, a weird organic feeling to the body that just really creeped me out. You know, it's weird that I was into Bionicles, but Beamos, nah. Beamos were too organic. Oh, it's a babby. Man. Kind of feel bad for killing the babies. Oh, actually, if I go like that, then that's just, there we go. Now I can get in. Oh, I didn't see those keys. Always threw me off that in Zelda, the bats were called keys. And the snakes were called ropes. Also, my shield's gone. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna take a big swig of this milk. I need it. I also have no way of getting this. Can I like Deku stick it? Nope. Can I backflip? There we go. Game forced me to get really creative there, didn't it? After you get the NECA Shredder? Yeah. I've got the NECA Majora's Mask. Give me 1 sec, and I will present it for your delectation. Yeah, I got the NECA Majora's Mask. I'll turn the light off for this. It lights up. It's really rad. Dingo and Felix got it for me. I've also got the red Power Ranger helmet designed after the 2017 movie. I should probably turn the light back on. Whoops. There we go. But yeah, I got the Red Ranger helmet from the 2017 movie because it was regular $110, and the toy store that I work at was selling it on clearance for $25. Alright, this is gonna suck without a shield. Gonna have to really focus on jumping attacks. He's $85, and that... God, that's not cheap. Oh, hey, you're glitching out. Neat. Oh, not neat. I can't hit you while you're glitching out. Okay, well... That Lizalfos doesn't exist in this world. And I think I might be stuck. Oh. No, we're good. Neat. Ah, thanks for popping by, RDF. I hope you have a good day. You know, the Dodongo spits hot fire, but dislikes smoke. It's Monday in the service industry. You'd be lucky to make enough to pay for a subscription this month. Oof. I get you, though. I completely get you. Alright, well I can't do anything to that scrub because I don't have a shield. Ooh. Ooh boy. Daylight savings time kicked my ass last night. And because of that, like, I'm pretty tired today, still. Like, even after getting an okay night's sleep. Do you guys have that happen too? Like, when daylight savings time hits, you just... your body says no? Passed out before I even messaged to cancel the stream? Yeah. For some reason, just certain changes in time absolutely destroy me, but some changes in time do nothing. Thought that you missed it until you read in Discord? Oh man. Like, daylight savings time kicks my ass. Going back home from Japan kicked my ass. But going to Japan, that was fine. I woke up at 7 a.m. It was great. Got home from Japan, you know, it's midnight, so I have a midnight burrito, as one does when they go back, come back from an East Asian country. Went to sleep at around 1 a.m. Woke up at 6 p.m. the next day. It was dark when I went to sleep, it was dark when I woke up. It's better to travel. I didn't know that that was a thing, really. That's interesting. Traveling west, more sun? Okay. That makes sense. God, it's gonna suck when I move west then. We got some stairs. Alright, who wants to fight? Oh, the statues. Are you mixing up your compass? Brain tired? It's west to Japan? Yeah, but you end up in an Eastern time zone though, right? Like, even though I went west to go to Japan, it was still tomorrow when I went, and not the day before. Though there was also the fact, the second time I went to Japan, my flight was delayed by a whole day. And I had to hang out in Vancouver Airport for 24 hours. And I couldn't even get a hotel room, because I had done the stupid thing and paid off my credit card, then put my vacation on it. So I basically negated any money that I had. Traveled in a way your clock went backwards. Okay. You want to travel against the clock, not with it. Okay. I think I have enough to buy that shield now, which I desperately need. I'm not buying another Kokiri shield. In the words of Kishibe Rohan, Kotowaruda. I put that bomb down instead of doing the smart thing. Oh, great. Now I have to deal with two of them. Fuck the American. In the words of Joseph Joestar, oh my god. Megatron, Skeletor, Cobra Commander, or Shredder. I feel like all of them have more failures under their belts than successes. Though in what, the new Masters of the Universe Netflix thing, didn't Skeletor end up like winning for a brief period of time? People love Joker. I mean, it's because everyone's seen Joker's boners. At least Megatron did shit, right? I mean, I haven't seen the Transformers movie in a hot minute. But I do recall that Optimus Prime dies, but I'm pretty sure Megatron survives that movie. Thanks, Navi. And that's only if we're going by 80s stuff, because, like, 2012 Shredder... I guess spoilers for 2012 Ninja Turtles, but 2012 Shredder killed Splinter. So, like, that's an accomplishment. He got his revenge. But that's not 80s Shredder. Cobra Commander, he was more comedic for me, to be honest. Shredder is the most name pull in the modern audience. Other franchises have kind of dropped those villains. That's fair. Shredder has staying power, for sure. Get the treacherous second command around, but still. Hey, Pepper Shaker, nice to see ya. We're playing some Dude of TikTok. Transformers movie... Sorry, movies don't focus so much on villain pulls, they do lens flares. Yeah, but I feel like that's a Michael Bay thing, right? You want some? Huh? I'm gonna make sure you get some. You think you can beat me? I got a whole glass of milk left, buddy. Check this shit out. You think I'm hurting? Boom, moo juice. Got milk? I do. Thinking about the perfect pieces of media recently, and Ocarina of Time is being subject to that focus. Oh yeah? I mean, part of the reason I'm glad I'm going through Ocarina of Time right now is to see how much is nostalgia, and how much is, like, it's actually a good game. Catch you later, RDF. go. I will argue that the 80s Transformers movie has the best soundtrack. Because it has both Dare and The Touch. Okay, this is the right way. Again, I haven't actually watched the 80s Transformers movie in a long time. I don't even think I watched it in the entire 2010s. Not that it's without flaw, but it's an almost quintessential example of video games. It's Paragon amongst games, so in a sense it's perfect. I would argue that it's more that it has historical significance, right? Because it was one of the first games to utilize 3D exploration in this way. And that, in that sense, I absolutely agree that it's a perfect game. It's perfect in that it is a shining example of progression. And I would even say that Ocarina of Time over Mario 64 showed what you could do in the 3D space. You actually prefer Majora's Mask, but it's not perfect in the same way? See, I also prefer Majora's Mask, but mostly because it feels like they learned from Ocarina of Time in, like, the very short time that they took to make it. Bomb the eyes. See, I would argue that, The Wind Waker is the perfect Zelda game. Because I feel like it hits the story beats and makes them feel more important than other Zelda games, you know? Final Fantasy VII wasn't really 3D. It had 3D models, but it didn't feel 3D. No, and I think that's part of the reason why, like, as much as I like Final Fantasy VII, it, really doesn't make the most of having a 3D space. It feels like a 2D RPG with 3D models. Wind Waker is also surprisingly open world? Absolutely. I don't recall that. I don't remember this being a thing. Give me one sec. Oh, jeez. Think that 10 was the first 3D Final Fantasy game? At least, I would say that's the first one that utilized 3D effectively. God, it has been forever, though. I do not recall what to do here. Now, like... Nope. Nope. So, Link, you come to a town. Come to save the Princess Zelda. Ganondorf got away, and now the children don't play, but they will when Link saves the day. Hallelujah! Okay, now I remember. There's this whole other area with a bunch of bats that are really annoying. Nice to see it, Drum. Saw some NES, SNES, and Genesis games. Ooh. Way back ago, like I want to say 2010 or 2011. I was actually in the market to get a Sega Genesis, but it was like $150, and I was a high school student, and that was a lot of money back then. It still is now, but like it felt like more money back then. And I chickened out last minute. I was with my friend Kyle, and he joked at me. It's like, oh, you know, you invite me to go buy a Sega with you, and you don't get it. Wow, what a great trip. At the Kame House store? Okay. Is the film Coraline. Ooh. Yeah, Coraline was great. I think Leica's follow-up, Paranorman, despite having more clear flaws, had a moment that surpasses Coraline's best moments. And I guess that's the question when you're trying to think of a perfect piece of media. Because perfect, I would say, implies that it has no faults. As opposed to having faults, but having, like, better moments than the perfect movie. So, like, there could be a movie, but there's something that could be better than the perfect movie. Because of subjectivity. Oh, looks like I was in a bit of a pickle. Really? Really, Armos statue? There we go. He bonked me into the thing that I needed, so I win. As a Beals fan, despite thinking Abbey Road... Whoops. Despite thinking Abbey Road is... Sorry, the quintessential Beatles... I'm gonna die. It's a good thing I have a fairy. I'm gonna die, and do you know why? It's because I'm a fucking failure. Because, like, I'm trying to think about media that I like that I would consider perfect. And maybe I'm just, like, the kind of guy who tries to find the best and the worst in everything, but I can't think of anything that I would consider perfect. I have things that I would consider absolutely good, but I don't think that there's anything that I find flawless. Like, as much as I like Wind Waker, it's got the Triforce Hunting quest, and even in the Wii U version, it's not fun. You know, I really enjoy Persona 5, but there are parts of that game that, you know, sometimes some of the writing isn't the most amazing. Some of the gameplay mechanics can get kind of clunky. That being said, Wind Waker and Persona 5 are both my favorite entries in the series, their respective series. Best media must be flawed in some way. Other things may be less flawed, but you have to risk being flawed for certain strong moments. Absolutely. Like, my favorite Kamen Rider season, Kamen Rider 01. It has a really, really bad, lull in the middle. Oh, I have to hit its face, that's right. I thought I had to hit its tail. Being naughty and listening to the stream while working. Ooh. Hey, this giant lizard. I think Dodongo's fun. But yeah, Kamen Rider 01 has this really bad part in the middle. And part of that's due to the fact, well, and like one of the characters doesn't get even close to enough development. I'm talking about Yua. And, well, sorry, Yua and Bowser. But you know what? Despite that, and a lot of that was because of COVID problems, it's still my favorite season because it took the risk of having a villain that wasn't a being but a concept. It's the concept of malice. And that's something that Kamen Rider didn't really do. Like, all the villains were something that you could kick, but malice permeates everything. And even though, like, in terms of, like, overall scores, I think, like, Kamen Rider O's or Kamen Rider Build are a bit better. But Kamen Rider 01 just, it took the risk and made it that much better. That being said, my favorite part of JoJo, JoJo Part 7, is the perfect part of JoJo. It does absolutely nothing wrong. It's me, Darunia! Well done. I need to make his voice lower. Let's see if I can manage that. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from Dodongo's cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure. It'll make an incredible story. I can't believe that the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. That big rock blocking the cave. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone. Only then will I open the cave for you. You, on the other hand, risked your life for us." Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship. is a brilliant coming-of-age story with a genre-defining perfect archetypal storyline. But Majora's Mask covers grief and death in such a human way that you like it far more. And that's when subjectivity comes into mind. Because, like... I could argue that Wind Waker was a better story about growing up. Because you're shifted from peaceful island life to having to become a hero. I would say, a more subtle way. That, you know, it's throughout the course of the game that Link matures. As opposed to, hey, you took the sword, you're old now, and you got more responsibilities. But as a cohesive whole, I think Ocarina of Time is just, you know, that quintessential game, right? Brother! You'll keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She'll power you up. Hey, everybody! Let's see off our brother! You did great! How about a big Goron hug, brother? All the Gorons are Liquid Snake. Imagine being older Link trying to comprehend that he's suddenly like 18 to 19 years old. Actually, I think I read in Nintendo magazine, back when I was a kid, that Child Link's 9. Which makes Adult Link 16. Link is very characterized and truly earned his title as a hero. Main issue with Wind Waker is that they make Tetra into Biden. Right? And that's the big flaw that I think makes Ocarina of Time a perfect game, and Wind Waker my favorite Zelda game. The fact that they turn Zelda into this badass pirate that has her shit together into the princess that needs saving. Like, I would argue that Ganondorf would have had a really tough fight with Tetra. You know, give Zelda Tetra a scimitar. Or, I guess she's a pirate, so a cutlass. There needs to be more self-saving princesses. Right? And, like, Twilight Princess Zelda. She's the most badass-looking Zelda. She has a cool sword. Zelda's sword from Twilight Princess is one of my favorite swords in media. And you know how she uses it? She drops it. Ganondorf invades, and she's just like, oh, guess I'm not gonna use this. I think that's what I appreciate about what you've done with Arena. She's a self-saving princess. I never saw it that way, but that does make sense. I'm gonna do this without the shield. Told ya. Give Zelda a machine gun. Damn straight. Rena don't need no man to save her. Exactly, like... Not only that, but one thing I appreciate about Arena that just ended up coming naturally to her, that wasn't really planned, was, she's a character who doesn't want to take responsibility for, like, she doesn't want to be recognized for bad stuff that she's done, but she'll always make it right. And that just developed during the course of the campaign. Where, with Arena, you know, she'll do wrong. And she knows that she's done wrong. But she'll always attempt to make it right, despite the fact that she doesn't want people to know she's done something bad. Ripley and Princess Leia are self-saving princesses? I can get behind that, yeah. It's too late, princess. I've already gotten the Triforce of Power. Say that to these bullets. Give me a world where, like, magic reigns supreme. You know, you can cast Fireball, but, like, the rival wizard can bat it away. But no one can survive a bullet. Bullets are just... No one's figured out how to beat them yet. Just saw Andy's giant friend. You mean Andy? With blush? Welcome, Link. I'm the Great Fairy of Power. I'm gonna grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. Technically, She-Ra's also a self-saving princess, but, like... in a more literal sense. Dragon of the Darkness Flame is still an awesome technique name. Absolutely. I am a messenger of the royal family. Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop by on a friend of mine who lives in Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Hard to put her into a category, I guess? Yeah. Again, she's a literal self-saving princess, not necessarily the trope. Hey, Owl. Trying to think of other self-saving princesses that I would associate with the trope, and not, like, literally. Fairy has the same laugh as Naga from the Anime Slayers. I don't think I've watched Slayers. Cool world idea would be where humans are fragile creatures, so anything that could kill a human would still kill them, but they have magic to create stuff like fireballs to deal with it. Everyone is a glass cannon. That'd be neat. I have always loved, like, the magic versus technology trope. Like, most Final Fantasy games do it, where, like, the evil empire uses technology, and, like, the peaceful native population that they're invading are magic users. I think it's neat. I like the concept. Just... I would say that it's overplayed that the technology guys are bad. Made Tiana from Princess and the Frog a self-saving princess? Well, hopefully she stays that way in her TV show. Because Tiana's getting a Disney Plus show. We're also getting Zootopia as a Disney Plus show. I'm really glad that they're doing more of Zootopia. I love the concept. I would say that Zootopia is actually my favorite Disney movie so far. Partially because Turning Red's a Pixar movie. She got the big milkers. Film was crap, but you really like the scene where the Empire had no clue what to do instead of coming in on technology. The rebels rode on those creatures. Absolutely. Like, the entire third trilogy was so mishandled that it was kind of bordered on funny. Like, So The Force Awakens was basically a nostalgia trip. And then The Last Jedi was some, like, really neat, like, I'm sure I'm in the majority of this. I like The Last Jedi. I think it did some cool stuff. But then, because of all the complaints, Rise of Skywalker was just dreck. It was like, okay, well, I guess nobody likes the cool stuff that we were gonna build, so we're just gonna, I don't know, make a generic space movie, I guess. People are disgusting. My own father and mother are disgusting. You must be disgusting, too. I bet he reads Edgar Allan Poe and smokes cigarettes. Last Jedi was the only one you cared for, to be honest? I think that The Force Awakens I liked mostly because I went to see it with friends, and we just, you know, it was the camaraderie while watching it that made it for me. The sad part is, I also went to see, like, Rise of Skywalker with my friends, and it didn't have the same effect because everyone kind of agreed that it was a shitty movie. I think one of the big reasons I didn't like the third trilogy was they gave us such a cool character with Finn. You know, an ex-stormtrooper. That never happens. And then they did nothing with him. Shit, they even introduced more of them in the last movie. And then it was just, hey, we're not gonna do anything with these guys either. No cool lightsaber battle? Oh, that's fair. I do think that, Star Wars has recently been just really good with animation and not great with live action. They're pulling a DC. Heard about us from the guard at Death Mountain Gate? Well, I have to give you a good deal then. Hylian shield! Nah, I can't afford anything else. Alright, we should also get to the castle and do the thing with the Great Fairy there. Going to a few Star Wars movies to see a badass lightsaber battle. I think that's what the prequels are really good for. I feel like the prequels were just better for lightsaber battles. Goodbye, Rock! The only character that had any through line was Kylo. Somehow he remained interesting when nothing else was. Granted, he was basically just a worse Zuko. Holy shit, you're right, though. I never thought to compare Kylo Ren to Zuko, but you're right. What did you guys think of Rogue One? Because I really liked Rogue One. Even though I knew that they would have to kill everyone off at the end to maintain continuity, I thought it was a fun time. I'll give you a magic spell. Star Wars live action is bad. Mandalorian and Obi-Wan? Nah, that's fair. I can't have an opinion on Mandalorian and Obi-Wan, or Book of Boba Fett, because I haven't watched any of them. So I guess they're pulling a DC in that their TV shows and animated movies are good. Well, actually, I can't even say that about DC, because, I mean, have you seen the CG in Supergirl? And how... I mean, I haven't watched a lot of The Flash. I've only really seen clips. But, like, it kind of feels like the Flash is kind of an idiot in the TV show. Maybe it's because I've only seen clips, though. I can't really say for sure. Thought Rogue One was good, but not a fan personally? Okay. I think that's something that people should start realizing. That something can be good even if you don't like it. No comparing a bad character to a great one. I mean, he did say it was a worse Zuko. Because I can definitely see that they had a similar, like, planning to them. You know, like, they went through the same shit. Just sick of Reverse Flash coming back. That's what I liked about the DC animated movies. They killed Reverse Flash in Flashpoint, and then spoilers for Suicide Squad hell to pay. But they brought back Reverse Flash even though Batman shot him in the face. Because the Reverse Flash vibrated so hard and drew so much of the Speed Force into him that he could make the moment of his death last for a couple weeks. And the idea was that he wanted to get this get out of hell free card so that he could die and then not have to deal with the consequences. I thought it was really neat. And then they ended the DC animated universe with Apocalypse War, where they killed a lot of characters off screen, and I didn't like that. It really felt like they were just like, hey, we just gotta end this. Let's make it bloody and kill everyone. Just ahead. Oh, just ahead. Nah, I can't do the high voice today. I have to do like vocal stuff to make a high voice. Otherwise, my voice just says no. In my normal speaking voice, I have a block between like high pitch and low pitch that no sound comes out. It's like, yeah, like that. Between that last note, there's just breath coming out. Star Wars doesn't need to be a big franchise. It was a pretty dead story arc, and while building lore is cool, not everything has to be connected to the original story. That's why I think Star Wars benefits from its spin-off media that, you know, says that yeah, the movie stuff happened. This was going on elsewhere, though. Starting with Man of Tomorrow is good. Oh, are they making, like, a new actual universe? Because I know that they were making, like, standalone movies for a bit. Like, with Injustice and, which wasn't a good Injustice movie, by the way. Sorry, with Injustice and Superman Red Sun. Also, I'd like to argue that All-Star Superman, the animated movie, was a really, really good movie. And one of the best Superman stories. Ah, damn it. Poor chicken's distressed. You don't want to see what happens when I try to slash the chicken. I'm not gonna say choke the chicken because Link's 9, but he's gonna cut the chicken. They adapted The Long Halloween with Joseph Dumas as Two-Face? Ooh. Yeah, I do not want to deal with the chicken horde. Oh, sorry. Duhamel. Also, big thanks to Crystal for retweeting the tweet about the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm doing my best to try and grow the stream right now, but you know, a variety streamer isn't great for growing the stream. So I'm trying to get word out on social media using hashtags more effectively. I think what I might do is like try and take my best moments and put them on YouTube. You know, small things like that to try and attract a bigger audience. I don't necessarily want to become like a huge streamer or anything, but I do want the stream to be able to pay for my phone bill every month. Like if I could reliably make $100 a month to pay for my phone and internet, that would just be the best. Oh, I'm out of bottles. Alright. Second part of Long Halloween's rated R, but for 2 uses of the F-bomb? Ah, that sucks. I feel like you can use the F word a couple of times before it becomes an R-rated movie, personally. A piece of media that could go on forever is Adventure Time. Its style of storytelling was far less linear, and there's no 3-act story that got completed. Yeah, I would argue that Kamen Rider does that as well, where every year they keep the concept but make a new character. I think Adventure Time could do that too, where just when they're done with a character, they make a new reincarnation of Finn and Jake. I'll have to check out Long Halloween too. I like Batman. Oh, what are we gonna do for this guy?
Oh my dear sweet Princess Ruto. Where has she gone? I'm so worried.
So that's Shermie and Beth in the finale, and you'd be up for that. Plus, since some characters are immortal, you'll never lose Marcy or Peeps. Exactly. Think Steven Universe is better than Adventure Time? Songs flowed more naturally than Adventure Time? I kind of feel like Adventure Time could absolutely go on forever. But Steven Universe is very much rooted in its core group. I don't think that I could do, like, a Steven Universe without the core guys. Maybe, like, a Peridot and Lapis spin-off would work, but it wouldn't be Steven Universe anymore. The same way that Adventure Time would still be Adventure Time without Finn. Of Lars and the Off-Color spin-off? That would be neat. I guess I have the opinion that I respect series that know when to end. Like, I would rather have a completed series than one that goes on forever, or a series that completes its story then persists in the same universe with new characters. Connie and the B Team, and of course Lars and the Off-Colors, or the Diamonds trying to atone for their tyranny. Honestly, this might be a spicy opinion, but I think the Diamonds would actually work best as a comedy series. Like, just the Diamonds trying to go about life not being evil. Like learning that they need to just be real people as opposed to these glorious leaders. Like, nothing serious at all. Just the diamonds vibing. Focusing on the gem war? That might be neat too. There's a real, like, need for media to be mature right now, and I don't think I like that. Maybe it's because, you know, my generation, millennials, our core theme of the media that we consume is nostalgia. I feel like we're a generation that really cherishes their past more than previous generations. And part of that's just because we grew up in a time of, like, great change. Like, in my lifetime, before I was 10, we went from, like, floppy disks to CDs to digital media. We went from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray before I was 15. And, like, the internet went from this niche thing to something that was necessary for basic daily life within the course of my first 10 years as well. And because of that huge period of change, the simpler days, they didn't last very long for us. We didn't really have a lot of time in them. So that's why my generation, you know, sell us nostalgia. And that's how we'll get it. And that's why cartoons are mature right now. Because what we grew up with us in these situations. That's just personal opinion, though, based on what I've seen. I could be entirely wrong, and I would accept that. Adventure Time's Fiona and Cake spin-off has been said to be aimed at a slightly older audience, so you want to see what happens there? Ooh! Want a Ben 10 series based on the end of Omniverse. Unfortunately, I only ever watched, like, the OG Ben 10. I did not watch anything past it. I didn't even finish OG Ben 10. What a graceful dive. Now take this shit. It's a scale. You got my butt scale. Hey, this thing was covering my cloaca. You can have it. What they did with Samurai Jack was a good model if we want for an older audience. Yeah. I think the Samurai Jack, like, the new season was brilliant. But Samurai Jack was also just generally a more mature cartoon for that era, you know? Like, and not in the way that, like, Ren and Stimpy was for a mature audience, but in more the way that it respected its audience. Like, it had heavy themes, and it was like, okay, you know, kids aren't completely dumb. They're inexperienced, but they can probably understand some of these things that we're going for. Did you guys ever see the Powerpuff Girls anime? Because that shit was wild. It legitimately felt like, what if Powerpuff Girls wasn't, like, didn't originate in America, but it originated in Japan. It had a similar vibe going through it. Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and Omniverse were good. Reboot Ben 10 starts off kind of meh, but got good. You know what reboot fucking sucked? Bionicle. Lego ended Bionicle, I want to say around, like, 2010, 2011. And then they tried to bring it back around the mid-2010s. But they didn't have any of the original heart. They were like, okay, here's the original characters in a new setting. But it really felt like they didn't understand their own material, right?
The evidence seems clear. Of course you'll go find Rudo, if you can pass through to the altar of Lord Jabu Jabu. I'll keep this letter. You keep the bottle. It was in. Take it respectfully. Please, find my dear Princess Ruto. Immediately. Zubara.
Apparently he's Richard Nixon now. Powerpuff Girls reboot? I didn't watch the Powerpuff Girls reboot, but I heard that it also didn't understand its own material. Mind you, I could have also just been listening to people who had huge nostalgia for the original and didn't get what they wanted from the reboot. That's the thing, right? I respect other people's opinions, and like, with people who enjoy the same stuff as me, you know, I take that more seriously. But in the end, like, I've been really surprised with stuff that I've been told was bad, and just absolutely enjoyed. It was bad? That does seem like the consensus. Infinity Train moved to an older demographic, had a lot of heavy themes, and part of the reason it got canned was because the 5th season had no child entry point. I wonder if that makes it a candidate to be picked up by Adult Swim, then. I feel like Adult Swim could be the champion for, like, buying up kids' shows IPs that have been canceled, and then redoing them for an older audience. Oh, I think I need the Megaton Hammer for this. Or the Silver Gauntlets. I need something that I can't do as Child Link in order to get Nehru's love. Or what was that one Faro's Wind? It was one of them. I also don't have a fish for Jabu Jabu, so that kind of throws a wrench in my plans. I wonder if I can beat Lord Jabu Jabu's belly before we end the stream. We'll see how far I get in the next half an hour, but we might be Adult Link in the next stream. Actually, what were your guys' favorite cartoons growing up? Like, give me your top cartoons in, like, the 5 to 10-year-old range and the 10 to 15-year-old range. Because, like, I absolutely loved growing up with Pokemon and Sailor Moon and OG Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. And that was all in the 5 to 10 range. And then, like, the 10 to 15 range was all, like, Bleach, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Death Note. But, like, for American cartoons, I really liked, you know, Grim and Evil, Recess. What else? Power Rangers and Big Bad Beetleborgs, of course. SpongeBob the Adventure Time? Okay. Of course, I also like Ninja Turtles, and I had access to the 80s Transformers and He-Man. I also liked, you know, Scooby-Doo and Bugs Bunny, but I remember when I was a kid, we used to watch Scooby-Doo all the time, and my mom would buy us these, oh god, I probably need the Kokiri shield for this. We might have to exit the belly. But yeah, my mom used to buy us these cheese crackers called scuba snacks. They're basically just cheese crackers shaped like sea life. But because, you know, we couldn't read, but we knew our letters, we were like, S-C-U-B... Scoob! These are Scooby snacks! The only Ninja Turtles thing you ever got into was the CGI Nick one? Okay. Again, I had access to the 80s Ninja Turtles, but I really, really grew up on the 2003 Ninja Turtles. But that 2003 Ninja Turtles came out when I was 10. So, hey Rudo. You! Who are you? I'm Rudo, Princess of the Zoras. What? You saying my father told you to come and save me? I'd never ask someone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me? I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now. And you get out of here, you understand? Heard Rise of TMNT was super good, though you never watched it. I've watched a bit of it, and yeah, Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has, like, great story. The animation is it is spectacular. You still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu Jabu's... Am I getting a phone call? Oh, cool! My copy of the game that we're playing on Wednesday is in. So, I'm glad that they texted me instead of leaving a message. There are these electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... But that's none of your business. Anyway, you, go home now. You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. Better believe me. Just going into the sphincters. Absolutely. Lord Jabu Jabu has incredible sphincter control. Comedy of Rise is... Okay, well, goodbye, Rudo. Oh, I should be going this way. Now Rudo's gone. Damn it. Uh-oh. I'd appreciate that, exactly. Get you a guy with incredible sphincter control is a sentence that I never thought I would say, but here we are. That was worrying. I'm glad that we got out of that. Good old Nintendo 64. This is what happens when you're playing on original hardware. If we got stuck there, I'm not confident I would have been able to get out of it. I mean, so the cool thing about cartridge-based games is that you're stuck on the firmware, or I guess the software version that you came in on. And this version of the game is the one with the Islamic chanting in the Fire Temple and the crescent and star from the Gerudo. So because of that, this is an older version that might not have the same patches as later copies of the game. Most successful kids shows have good comedy, celebrities as the main characters, and one of the villains or major ones in cool animation. I feel like that's a very, like, right now thing. But, like, back when I was a kid, because, you know, I talked about the shows that I liked growing up, but I didn't talk about the ones that, like, formed the foundation of my sense of humor growing up. And for that, it was Animaniacs and Tiny Toon Adventures. And those were massively successful shows. Because, you know, they were kind of... You could watch them in any order, which, you know, is how you market a kid's show to a network. But also, because of that, they could focus on just being funny and topical. I remember one joke in Animaniacs that I didn't get until later was like, they were being detectives, and Yakko, I think, was dressed as Sherlock Holmes, and they were like, we need to dust for fingerprints, and Dot, they showed Dot just holding the artist formerly known as Prince, and Yakko's like, no, fingerprints. And Dot's like, I ain't doing that. And I didn't get it as a kid. But as an adult, I saw what they were going for. I know what they wanted them to do to Prince. Whoops. News shows have a lot of famous actors? They do. I feel like, being a famous voice actor isn't as big as it used to be. Just because of kids' shows getting celebrities. OKKO is one of the most brilliant pieces of animation you've seen in a long while. I have not had the pleasure of watching it. The sad thing is, it came out in a time in my life where I wasn't watching as much Western animation. And in fact, just did not have a lot of time to sit down and watch stuff. Okay, well, Rudo's so thick that she could kill a jellyfish, so she's got that going for her. It would be a pure love letter to shonen things. From what I've heard, that is what OKKO is all about. Dendi from OKKO is the perfect character design? Sorry, this guy's intestines are stringing me along here. Dendi, you said, right? Let's take a look. They're a cutie pie. Plus, so I know that Gumball had a scene animated by Trigger. Didn't OKKO also work with Trigger? This switch, it doesn't look like I can press it down with my weight alone. Good thing I'm holding a girl. Trigger made the OP? Okay. That's where I heard. Oh no, it's evil flat flaps. I thought that these things were so cute when I was growing up. I wanted one as a friend. You make Boxman a comedic villain? The regular show felt like one of those shows that was targeting a younger audience, but knew that the older audiences were watching it, and also decided to throw a bunch of stuff in for them too. I really enjoyed the regular show. Look at the floor pulsating like this. That's gross. I love it. Gets obsessed with killing KO because he keeps winning. Oof. Boomerang! I mean, I already have the boomerang. Maybe we do finish Jabu Jabu's belly on this stream. Because I've got... Where are you, Ludo? Where the fuck did you go? I swear to God, Ruto. If you didn't grow up to become a cute tsundere, I would abandon you right fucking now. That jellyfish identifies as a problem. How inconsiderate. This is when Tails has the best shitting grin. Yeah, that's right. Didn't they have a crossover with Sonic and Tails? That's great. Oh man, another cartoon that I wish got like more of a spotlight was Sonic Boom. Like, the Sonic Boom games are absolute shit, but the cartoon did a lot of really cool stuff that I liked. Did you guys ever watch Viva Pinata? I feel like that's another one that people kind of slept on, but I really enjoyed personally. Was it the Sonic for Dreamcast? That's the only one you played? No, it was a Sonic game for Wii U. But like the game was pretty bad. Just watch the Game Grumps playthrough for context. Oh, that is a shitty grin. I love it. I also love the she looks like one of the vampires that Avery draws, to be honest. Catch you later, Pepper Shaker. But yeah, the cartoon, though, was really well done. The Dreamcast Sonic, we played Sonic Adventure 2 on stream, because I don't own Sonic Adventure 1. But we played it on, on Dreamcast. Until my controller broke. When my controller broke, we couldn't do it. But we beat the Sonic storyline. She could be their auntie? Oh, yo. That's true. Quick, we've only got 30 seconds before Namek explodes! God. I am so happy that I was able to watch the Frieza fight at the end of Dragon Ball Z as a kid. Because, like, when did that come out? When did the Frieza saga happen? Yeah, the Frieza saga happened, like, it started airing in 1999, so I was, like, the prime demographic for it. It came out in Japan in 1991, but in the US it came out in 1999. Which means here in Canada we would have got it around the same time. Blame Sonic Boom for the current personalities of Sonic and Friends? It's funny, but still. I don't know. I feel like the Sonic with attitude is a very, like, right now, sorry, it's a very, like, Sonic X kind of deal, right? At the very least, like, the two that we saw in Sonic Forces. That being said, Himbo Knuckles. God. So, I got Sonic Forces on a release date, and my pre-order was like 15% off. So I got Sonic Forces for 40 bucks, right? It took me like 2.5 hours to beat it. I beat it with the Anime Bomb crew. Anime Bomb was my old YouTube show. In one sitting. You meant making Shadow an edgelord? Oh, Shadow was... Maybe this is like good old millennial Carson speaking, but like, I feel like Shadow was always an edgelord. Like, maybe they're just leaning on that trope more, but Shadow was always an edgelord. Thanks for the drink, I need it. What's worse than Knuckles? As that Knuckles was a huge crush of yours when you were a kid, but that was when you were reading the Sonic comics. Oh yeah, the Archie Sonic comics were a whole different thing entirely. I mean, so the Sonic comics were edgy in the fact that, like, Charmy the Bee had a friend that died of an LSD overdose. And at the very end, they, like... It's just a shot of Charmy's friend in a coffin. And Charmy throwing a flower on top of it into the grave. Despite being an all-stoic character, he had personality and friends. I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but that doesn't disqualify him from being an edgelord. I don't think that those are mutually exclusive. Yeah. Ah, that's cute. Like, how can I explain this? Shadow has always been an edgelord. And I feel like that's a core concept of his character. It just depends on what the writers decide to do with it. Oh, hey, Rita. Angst, yeah. I feel like you can write Shadow well by making him an edgelord that goes through a character arc where, you know, he still ends up as an edgelord, but he kind of appreciates the values that he snuffed at the end. Or you can write Shadow poorly and just have him stay an edgelord and reject all premise of being a more well-rounded character. It's kind of the same with Deadpool, where the good Deadpool comics focus on him kind of prying through his insanity and seeing his situation for what it is, but still ending up the well-rounded Deadpool that he is. Or you can have Taco's Chimichanga's Katana-rama. So, take me home right now. I'm gonna drink some milk first. What about both? Well, yeah, like, you can have the Chimichanga Katana-rama stuff while also making him a well-rounded character. But I find that a lot of the bad Deadpool stories end with that. They end with Deadpool just being lulls to random. Alright. To this day, I still don't remember how to... This is how you do it, right? And then he's going to turn around. I feel like the only way to beat this guy is to get hit. Because I don't think I can damage boost my way. Ah, god damn it. I lost my focus. Can I just, like, turtle my way through it? No. But yeah, I mean, the edge is just a big part of Shadow's character. In the same way that, like, if you wrote a Sonic piece of media where Sonic was wholesome and had no attitude whatsoever, you could still write a good story with that, but it wouldn't be Sonic. Alright, I think we're gonna go beat Jabu Jabu's belly today. And we'll end... I don't know, do you guys want to end after the Temple of Time, or do you want to become Adult Link on the next stream? He's more of the, yeah, I'm a cool dude. I eat chili dogs and whoa. Tails, why are you eating drugs? That's not cool, man. Come on, we're gonna get you into rehab. No, Tails, come on. It's all right. Buddy, we respect each other. And you know, when you get out of rehab, we'll go and have some chili dogs. Oh yeah. Shadow's just a bad character now? Pre-boom Shadow was better? I feel like it entirely depends on... Like, I think that the direction that they're going right now is probably not great. But there's potential to have, like, a Sonic Boom style shadow that works. And you know what? It could also not be the writers. It could be the network that's like, hey, Sonic Boom, the TV show, was really popular. You need to recapture that. And I'm sure that you'll find that a lot of media that you think didn't go well is because the network or, like, the suits stepped into the creative position. That's what happened with the Sonic movie's original cut with Toothy Sonic. That, you can be absolutely 1000% sure that the artists and the writers and everyone creatively involved with that thought that it was a stupid idea and no one liked it. But the network was like, listen, focus groups say that this is what people want, so this is what you're gonna do. Sonic finds out there's cocaine in the chili dogs. Oh, wow, Tails. I feel so fast. I can see why you're eating these drugs. Being fast like this is fantastic. I can't believe that we're doing this. Oh, I want to run forever, forever. Tails, why? And of course, I think that Himbo Knuckles in moderation is endearing. I feel like if you're going for a piece of comedy that doesn't have any substance whatsoever, and you just want to have a fun time, Himbo Knuckles is fantastic. If you want to have any sort of characterization from Knuckles, then maybe you don't do Himbo Knuckles. Himbo Tails? Hey, look, Sonic! I made an airplane! It goes vroom! Oh boy. We're working on the super cute piece. Is it Himbo Tails? It's Stopa feeding bunnies. Oh, that is cute. You know, there was a very long period in my life where I did not feel like I was good at making original characters. And that ended when I made Arena grow. Because it was always my assumption that, like, I was better at representing other people's characters. I wasn't great at making them. I was good at doing other people's stuff. And that culminated in making Arena into Gyro Zeppeli crossed with a bunch of other anime tropes. And the way that Arena developed, I was like, oh, you know, maybe if I put some effort into growing these characters, I can make good original characters. Oh, absolutely. That cut of Sonic is not good. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. But yeah, then I made Phantom Thief Luna, and I feel like that... Oh, thanks for the retweet, Trom. But yeah, I made Phantom Thief Luna, and that's when I realized that I could write a good original character. Heliza was also, like, really, really good. Put the initial sketch in stream context. Let's check it out. You look cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Aw, that's cute. That's really cute. The character development sheet? Absolutely. Araki's character history, even if you don't fill it all out, if you fill out a little bit of it, you can explore your character a lot better. Bun buns, yeah. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. Okay, so we're gonna drop some lore onto why asking for this is important. You mean the spiritual stone of water, Zora's Sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me and said that I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. Everyone's gonna love this design. Cue backlash and the executive coming back as a bloody skeleton. So we need a more accurate design. I feel like... So this is Carson being super hopeful for the future. I feel like with the success of the Sonic redesign, we're finally coming close to the end of the executive choosing how the creatives are gonna go. We're not there yet. We're not out of the woods. But I feel like that's going to be a more popular choice for executives to do. To be like, okay, the creative team is going to have more liberty. Just because of how successful the Sonic movie... I feel like Sonic 2 doing well will help seal the deal. If Sonic 2 doesn't do well, we'll go back into the dark ages of executive meddling. But, yeah, I feel like because of that, we're going to have executives understanding that the creatives need to have their... I guess... They need to be out of the shadows and into the light. Alright. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's Sapphire. Okay, so this is basically... We're now engaged to Ruto. At least the way that she believes it. She thinks that we're gonna get married now. Studio meddling is why Ghostbusters 2016 was bad. Also the fact that... So from what I've heard, they took all these incredibly skillful actresses and made them improv most of the movie. Her most precious possession? You know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Don't tell my father that he now has a son-in-law? Okay. Yeah, studio meddling. Not actually writing a script. I feel like the 2016 Ghostbusters could have been good. If they just... If they didn't lean so much on nostalgia and improv. Like, I feel like it's direction that also fucked up the movie. Did my most precious possession help you in your quest? Hi, Dad. Whoops.
Oh, Link. So you finally saved the princess, eh, baby? I really appreciate it.
He sounds like me. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I wonder why I say that so much. I think it's a need for people to be like... For me to have people understand that, like, I'm not just saying thank you because it's polite to do. Like, I really think that you've done something great for me, and I want you to understand that. Is the reason I say I appreciate it so much. Does to make this fun. No, I haven't. Because the SpongeBob laugh is like, bah! It's like kind of you're being a sheep. That's how I understand it. You saw how we did it? You said that you need to try that? Okay. I saw the thing, that the Porky Pig voice actor, showed. I always, whenever I try to do a Porky Pig, I thought of the song I'm Blue. It was like, I'm blue, wabba-dee-ba-da-bye. So then it was like, ee-ba-da-bee, up-a-die. You just do that one part of the song I'm Blue. Press where your Adam's apple is. Press slightly and wiggle it. Bah! There we go. That's neat. You know, when you think of voice acting, you don't think that there's any, like, manual part in it. Like, you don't have to manually manipulate shit. So shocking to see him do that on camera. Yeah. See, I don't have jowls, so the only way that I can do a Nixon is to...
I am not a crook.
Alright, we're gonna get the Sun Song, and then we're gonna go to the Temple of Time. Whoops. Alright, desecrating a grave. I'm sure that won't have any repercussions. That's also how you do the Stephen Hawking.
Touch me, and then just touch me, so I can get my satisfaction.
See, the robot voice you can do by breathing in and talking.
That way, you can say that you would like H's pizza. Hello, and welcome to the Space Shark stream. If you would like me to crack a joke, press 1. If you would like me to say, "Hi, I'm Ocarina," press 2. And if you would like me to play the piano or the guitar, subscribe. Hello, I am friend Aaron.
Yeah, you breathe in. And speak. I'm gonna cheat. I got some bombs. Those who break into the royal tomb will be instructed by the lurkers in the dark. Wonder if I need to use bombs. Is that what it's telling me? I really don't remember how to do this. Maybe I have to defeat the bats? I mean, the keys. That's one way to kill a bat, I guess. There's also, like, you know, when you want to do different voices, you speak from different parts of your chest or your nasal cavity. Oh, man. I really hated these when I was a kid. Even now, I would rather go through the fart goo instead of dealing with that shit. This poem is dedicated to the memory of the dearly departed members of the royal family. A rising sun will eventually set. A newborn's life will fade. From sun to moon, moon to sun. Give peaceful rest to the living dead. It's an interesting poem, huh? Something is inscribed on the tombstone. It's the secret melody of the Composer Brothers. Because of your deviated septum, you snort very easily. I mean, if it doesn't hurt, I feel like that's, you know, kind of a, like, an endearing quality to a laugh, right? Like, I mean, everyone's laugh is unique, and I don't know. I personally think that, like, a snorting laugh can be endearing. Because, you know, it's unique. Like, for the longest time, my laugh was like... like it was a very subtle, like, nothing laugh. That's how you can tell I'm laughing genuinely. That and, like, the... Or some people, like, go, like... Or, like, a belly laugh, like... I can't do the Joker laugh, though, like... I can't do the wheezing laugh that he does. Or the high-pitched chuckle. Batman! It sounds so, like, not genuine when I do it. I think I can do the Frieza laugh, though, like the... Oh, 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 oh. Sound like you're dying from laughing so hard, your voice gets really high octaves. Yeah, I mean... I think it's really important to, you know, appreciate genuine interaction. And suppressing something that comes naturally kinda makes it lose its genuine feeling. And it sort of makes it feel like you're putting on a facade, you know? That being said, there's something to be said for not liking something that comes naturally and wanting to change it. So, you know, there's definitely, like, a medium that you have to go between. A you do you kind of thing? Kinda. It's very much a don't dictate how people feel kind of thing. But also, you can kind of tell naturally when people are being genuine because... Like when you've known them long enough. What's Gan's voice gonna be like? Ooh, I lost her. You, over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me, boy. I'm gonna go for Goofy Ganondorf. He's gonna be Pegasus. Ooh, so you think you can protect them from me, Linky boy? You've got guts, kid. You want a piece of me? Very funny, I like your attitude. Hadouken! Pathetic little fool. Do you realize who you're dealing with? I am Ganondorf, and soon I will rule the world! There we go. We've obtained the power of Ooh, Linky boy! God, I really need to figure out how we can play Metal Gear Solid 3 on the stream. Not even related to anything that we were talking about, but like, Metal Gear Solid 3 is such a good game. I really want to share it with you guys. I found the Ocarina of Time. Now I'm going into a fever dream because I almost drowned. Link, can you hear me? It's me, Zelda. Link, when you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina and this melody. Side A, down, side A, down. That's how I remember it when I was a kid. I said side instead of left or right, and because of that, I'm messed up a lot. Caught in this high-ranked Monster Hunter? You missed the stream? What are you hunting? I've played Monster Hunter since the PSP one, Freedom Unite. So I absolutely love Monster Hunter. I was able to get Felix and Avery into Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter World, and I think they prefer that over Monster Hunter Rise right now. Just because Monster Hunter World was so immersive compared to Monster Hunter Rise. Like I feel like they improved the action in Monster Hunter Rise, but they lost a lot of the environment. Now, Link, play this melody in front of the altar at the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce. All right, let's go protect the Triforce. Last 2 mission period in Rise, you completed every mission. Good God, the advanced monsters will either 2-shot or 1-shot me. Oof. I'm pretty sure that if you pre-order the Sunbreak DLC, or it might be a free download too, you get the Defender weapon series and the Defender armor, which really helps you in the pre-Sunbreak content. At least that's what they did with Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. That being said, I personally play Fashion Hunter, so if a monster can one-shot me, I try harder in the game instead of making better armor, because I look so fine. I do the same with Dark Souls. I play Fashion Souls. I don't care what the stats are. Do I look good? Damn, we did a lot more on this stream than we did the last stream, did we? Because we beat the Deku Tree and we saw Zelda last time. And on this one, we beat 2 dungeons and now we're Adult Link. Layered armor is your friend? Aw, man. Layered armor was so great, but I skip it because I don't know. It's just personal tradition, I guess, to be able to get knocked around really badly. I will say, though, so back in, like, pre-Monster Hunter World Monster Hunter, I was about the longsword. I was just able to use the longsword a bit better and maneuver with it a bit nicer, and honestly, I thought that the ranged weapons controlled super poorly in OG-style Monster Hunter. But with Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise, oh my god. I started playing Insect Glaive, and immediately fell in love with the aerial combat. But when Felix and Avery got into it, Avery picked Insect Glaive. So I was like, okay, I'll take this opportunity to try something that I've never given a lot of effort into. Because ranged weapons were really shitty in OG Monster Hunter. So I picked the bow. And now the bow's my main. I absolutely love how the bow feels and how it handles. Also nice to see you, Crystal. For you is Greatsword, World is Bow, and Rise is Hunting Horn and Gunlance. Ooh. Yeah, Gunlance I tried out in Monster Hunter Generations. And I thought it was neat, but... Yeah! Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Ooh, I owe it all to you, kid. Oh! Yeah, ranged weapon. And the fact that I don't have to make separate armor sets for ranged and melee weapons. God. Link. Wake up. Link, the chosen one. Gen Ultimate, you go purely Prowler? Okay. In Monster Hunter 4, my armor set was the Uniqlo hoodie with the thigh highs and the booty shorts. And the longsword, the water one that was the USJ one. It was like star something. Give me one sec. I'll throw it into stream context for you guys, but this was my armor set in Monster Hunter 4. And then... No, it wasn't that one. Where is it? Huh. Maybe it was the bigger longsword. Yeah, it was this longsword to go with it. And it was really pretty, and I loved it. Yeah, you went all Rathalos? There's gonna be a Sunbreak Direct tomorrow? Dang. I am Rauru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Tages to protect the entrance to the Sages' Rages. This is the Chages of Sages, inside the Tages of Lages. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. It's very pretty? Yeah. I don't use longsword anymore, though, so I can't enjoy it anymore. Link, don't be alarmed, but look at yourself. You went through puberty, and now you're a 16-year-old chap. Fortunately, you didn't get acne, And you don't get voice cracks. That's very important.
Look, Link, you're big now. You've grown up.
The Scylla blade? Ooh. Yeah, Nursilla had some really good stuff. I want Najarala back. My friend Fuad fucking hated Najarala. So I couldn't fight it very often. Or I had to solo it when I did. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you are too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come, and so have I. I'll laugh last, because you came to die. The damage done, the pain subsides, and I can see the fear clear when I look in your eye. But remember, though you open the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter the Forbidden Sacred Realm. Such a fun fight. Yeah, Dodogama and Odogaron as well. Yo. I feel like Monster Hunter Rise is going to be, you know, a build-up where they introduce all the monsters that didn't quite work with Monster Hunter World. I'm sure that Sunbreak is going to introduce some legacy monsters, and then there's going to be free DLC afterwards, too, to introduce some other ones. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Rauru, one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time, chosen by the Master Sword. Now he's an announcer, apparently. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages, and add their might to your own. Here's a neat little coin. Free DLC for the monsters is always good. Yeah, and Capcom's really good for that. I find that Capcom's just one of the more generous companies with free updates. Same with Nintendo, actually. I got the Light Medallion. They cut this temple, so you get it for free. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. You got it. Man, it's a good thing my clothes grew with me.
Link, we're back in the Temple of Time. But have 7 years really passed?
It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Like that boomerang that you just got. I never understood why I can't use the boomerang as an adult. Alright, what's Sheik gonna sound like? I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time! No. I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the House of the Dead, my favorite game, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the Hero of Time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. I'm trying to go for, like, a woman who's trying to lower her voice, you know? And as a guy, I can't really do that justice, so you'll have to bear with me. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik. Very original, I know. Survivor of the Sheikahs. As I see you standing there, holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary Hero of Time. Stories and Rise have really made Monster Hunter your favorite series now. I still haven't finished Stories 2. I haven't touched it since I lost the fight with the Royal Tigrex. For some reason, that was my barrier. I need to fight it before... I need to capture it, rather, before I can progress. Hey man, are you Zelda? What? No. I'm Sheik. I totally didn't make that name up on the spot just now because I didn't think of it for the last 7 years. Anyways, go. One sage is waiting for you... Sorry. One sage is God! One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl, I'm sure you know. That one that was standing on top of the block in Kokiri Forest? Or the one on the roof? Was it her? No. No, you idiot. You really are still 9, aren't you? Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot... That's something that I never thought about. Link went from 9 to 16. So he's a 9-year-old in a 16-year-old's body. How's that dissonance gonna work? Everyone's treating him like an adult, and here he is like, why, yes, I am. Like, he doesn't have 7 years of experience to draw upon. So he's very much still like a 9-year-old. And is thrust into the world of adulthood. Link just knows Sheik is Zelda, yeah. Anyways. Now that we're an adult, we can end the stream. I don't think it's gonna take us too long to finish the game. I feel like if I can knock out 2 temples per stream, that'll be good. So, we got... Well, the water temple might take me a while, but we've got Forest and Fire the next stream. Then Water and Shadow after that. Then the Spirit Temple and the first part of Ganon's Castle, and I think we'll need the last little bit for its own stream. Sure did love that stream. Yeah, the one that you were here for Olive, right? I'm sure that you enjoyed watching me beat the Dodongo and the Jabu. Anyways, I'll be back on Wednesday with the Cruel King and the Great Hero and Shin Megami Tensei 5. I don't know how long the Cruel King and the Great Hero is going to take us. I heard that it's, kind of easy, but there are a lot of random encounters. So, we'll see. I think it's going to be a fun time. Anyways, here's Robert Hartley. He's the guy that's streaming right now. Yeah, give him a big old shark attack and I'll catch you later. I think he's reading from Tasha's or something. Later.